Alrighty, so doing this a little bit earlier than normal, just for the fact that I'm trying something new, and also I have a lot of stuff that I have to do later on today, so I thought I'd jump in and do something right here. Normally I like to make videos at night, but actually before I do anything, let me grab some coffee. Okay. Alrighty. So, kind of my thought with these videos is just like a video diary, both in just throwing some videos up and learning from Eve, first person, not using any outside things. Now, I can, if I'm part of the corporation, I might use chat and stuff like that here, but and and then I'm really interested in maybe going back every 25, 50, or maybe 100 episodes or so and doing a retrospective of both how videos were made and also the learning curve of somebody who just plays in the game. And I think you get the most out of a game that way sometimes, not using any cheater codes or things like that. There's definitely some really good websites out there. I don't mind reading websites, but I don't want to use any third-party software to play the game or websites. So, because it gets me more into the game. I know I'm maybe limiting myself, but I don't really care. It's a game. So what I was looking for here was whenever I made my Amicus, I started off with the starter exploration ship here, and now I'm flying my regular Amicus with, and I've been able to upgrade it a little bit. I'm doing really well with it. I'm going to keep using it. But I just got a Tristan from doing career missions, and something I want to start doing is building my standings with places that I sell things. And how you build your standings is doing missioning. Now I could do distribution missions, but I think I want to try out some security missions. And the career agent gave me a Tristan. So I looked to see if there was any pre-made Tristan fits in the game, and it doesn't have any. Well, it has one. It's an Abyssal Tier 1 electrical fit, which is above what I want to do right now. So this will be the first time I'm actually doing a fit, and I know I'm going to make mistakes here, but within the game, not looking up any fits outside of it. And so the first thing I want to do is look at the ship itself, and it gets a bonus to drone hit points and tracking speed, and a bonus to small hybrid turrets. So I want to focus on those. I was looking at this before I started the video, and I thought, hey, this is a great time to look at the video, because I'm thinking you want to come up with a strategy whenever you're, how you want to fly the ship. Whether it'll work or not, you want to at least have that strategy, not just throw parts onto it. Now, I don't have full drone skills yet, but I'm thinking the drones would be good for long range, and then try to go with some short range guns so that if something gets within the drone distance, then I want to be able to take them out. I don't want to have them on me. I could go the opposite that way. I could go short range drones, long range guns. But it looks like the tracking speed here is helpful for short range, I'm thinking. So we're going to try that out. I might go the opposite way too down the road. But so just pulling up the ship here. So we've got 3 um, high slots, 3 mid slots, and 3 low slots, and 3 lit rigs. I'm not going to bother with rigs just yet. I just want to get out flying. The other reason why I'm doing this is I did just Glinte frigate level 5. I'm sorry, level 4, which is the highest you can get with an alpha character. So I'm going to move on to, I want to get my drone skills up to level 5, which will take quite some time, but then I'm going to do my destroyer. After that, I'm not going to fly destroyers. I want to get on to cruisers, but I have to do up to level 3. So once this gets down to under a day skill training for the drones, I'm going to throw in the destroyer in level 5 drones. Then I might start using some of my unallocated points here as I accumulate them to speed that up. The career missions themselves also gave me some implants that I'm also using. They're just level 1s there, so those are pretty cool. It's speeding up my scaling a little bit. Might want to upgrade those down the road, or add some more on, but I'm not too worried about it. So the other thing I looked up first was it looks like, as far as drones, at least light drones. Oh, and I brought with me some of the salvage that I've gotten that I've been able to sell, or get. So I've got exploration's been nice for me the last couple days. These are tier 2s salvage, so I can't really use those as an alpha, so I'm just going to sell them straight out. Maybe do a video about that tonight. But as far as my drones, I'm just going to drop those into my drone bay here. I've got room for 10 more, or I'm sorry, 2 more. But I can only fly 3 of them at a time right now, so I'm not too worried about it. So I've got my drones in there, and the hobgoblins, just looking at them here, looking at the damage that they do. Down here, they do thermal damage. And it seems like thermal is the most, just kind of looking over some of the guys that I've fought, while some of them take more kinetic or explosive, or what is this one? EM damage. Thermal seems to be a constant that is pretty good. So I'm just going with the hobgoblins to start off with. I might switch those around as I get better with this, but I just want to start off with one. So I got my drones in there. I've got 3 slots for my high slotter here. I know I want to go with some hybrid guns, but that leaves me a 3rd one. I don't have a missile area, so I was thinking I would just throw in a salvager to have a little bit extra that I might be able to get a little bit extra money on, so I'm going to go ahead and buy that here. And good. I know there's a way you can do multi-buys here, but the idea is to come up with a basic fit and then save that fit and then work from it in future episodes by doing missions for Federation Navy. When I don't feel like exploring, that'll build up my standings and get me used to the ships. Okay, so I want to start off with the most basic close range guns, and from looking at it, there's 2 types of hybrid guns. Let's go ahead and delete that. Ship equipment. And I'm going to go down here to hybrid. My brain is not functioning right now. Turrets and launchers. And then hybrid turrets. We got railguns and blasters. Blasters are your close range. Railguns are your long range. So I'm going to go with blasters. I'm going to go small. And so it looks like there's different types here. I want to go with the most basic type, which is normally the cheapest. So I'm just going to pull up the info on all 3 of these. My first thought is, while I could go damage-wise, I don't want to mess around with not being able to hit something. So, uh, and then I can work up from there. Always work, when you're learning something, always work with the basics. So, I think it's tracking. Is it tracking? Turret tracking, okay. So turret tracking 438 for the Electron, 4032 for the um, Ion Blaster, 379.8 for the Neutron Blaster. I think, let me just see here, targeting. I think the lower it is, the better it tracks. I think. Um, wonder if I do a search in here. Nope, nothing. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna buy both. I'm gonna buy the top tracker and the lowest tracker, and then maybe if I throw them on the ship, it'll tell me. So, want to buy some neutron and some electron blasters. So, up here, do market details. Buy this. I just need 2. And then let's go over to the neutron. See market details. And buy this. These cost more. Interesting. Okay. And I was looking. This actually, I stopped this morning while I was looking at ammo earlier, and that's when I was like, "Hey, I need to make a video." So I'm a little bit ahead of the game here on ammo, and I'm gonna try out the first ones. Oops, it's still my guns. Ammunition, and then we want hybrid turret charges, standard, small. I was looking through these, and it turns out the antimatter ammo is the most powerful from what I can tell. It's got a base shield damage of 8.2, base armor damage of 8.5, and but it has the shortest range. And like I said, I'm going with a theme here. I want to go with short-ranged punching up front that can hit you. So kind of like a lightweight fighter, hitting you as hard as possible. Um, and then my drones for longer range. So my drones will be kind of like my shield wall, and if something gets in, then I use the guns on them. So I'm gonna, and looking through these, it looks like the antimatter is the best short range. I'll just pull up another one here if I remember correctly. See how the base and shield damage went down for that one, and now the range bonus goes up. Show info. So this one, the range bonus goes down a little bit, but the damage percentages aren't as good. And they all do thermal damage. So I want to focus, if I'm flying hobgoblins, I want to focus on doing thermal damage, things that are weak on thermal, and focus on short range. So, so I'm going to go ahead and buy some antimatter ammo, just basic and station. Buy this. 2,000. Just enough to get me going. Sure, I'll need more. So I got that. I got my railguns. So let's go and try out here. I've got my 2 types of railguns, and actually I can throw each one on. Okay, so this is my light electron, and that's my light neutron. And then I've got my ammo here. I'll throw enough in there, enough in there. So turret tracking is 543. Turret tracking for this one is 626. Optimal range goes down for the electron blaster, and the neutron blaster goes up. And the punching power damage caused goes up with the neutron blaster. So that's probably why it costs more. So it looks like neutron blaster doesn't have as good a tracking. I think the higher tracking, the better off you are. Targeting offense. Maybe it's here for a second. But it does more damage. I'm going to go with the electron blaster. That's what I was shooting for. So let's go ahead and get this neutron blaster off here and put another electron blaster on here. Good. Good. We're going to link those together so that they fire at the same time. And then drop ammo in there and drop my ammo in. Okay, got the high slots done. So low slots, since it does bonuses to both, the big bonuses are for damage for both drones and for hybrid turrets. I think I want to double those up. My understanding is that if you're going to armor tank, you need to armor tank most of the time down here. If you're going to shield tank, way of keeping damage away from you, or taking damage, you want to do it in the mid slots. So since this has both bonuses for damage, I want to optimize that. So I'm going to find something that does both drone damage amplification and gun damage amplification. I think this is more of a drone ship, so I'm going to focus more on that. So, I can't remember the website I was reading all that stuff. I think it was a UniWiki. The idea is just to keep reading and reading and reading, and it just all comes together. So, drone upgrades. And then there was a drone damage amplifier. There we go. I want to buy 2 of these. Buy this. 2 of those. And then for the hybrid turrets, these are just weapon upgrades. Is that what I want? I think so. So I got some tracking enhancers, computers. I think it was gyro stabilizers. Gives a bonus to speed and damage of projectile turrets. No, see, that's projectile turrets. And that's what the Minmatar use. I'm looking for hybrid turrets. So, magnetic field stabilizer. Grants bonus to firing rate and hybrid turrets. That's what I wanted. So that's interesting. So, the gyro stabilizer affects... Dang it, I didn't want to do that. Gyro stabilizer affects your bonus of speed and damage of projectile turret. So it affects the speed and the damage of it, whereas your magnetic field stabilizers affect your firing rate and damage. So I don't know, do they mean firing rate. Maybe that just isn't updated. I'm not sure. But, okay, so I can buy one of these. Just real basic. Buy this. Buy one. Okay, so I've got those on the ship. Or, I don't have them on there just yet. Magnetic field stabilizer. And my drone damage. There it is. 2 drone damage amplifiers. So without these, I'm at 52.6 DPS, throwing on 1 drone damage, 56 damage per second. 2 gets me up to 60, and then the field stabilizer gets me up to 64 if I'm hitting the same object with the same ammo at all times. Good. So the middle slot here, you always want to throw on some sort of propulsion module, and then if you're going to defend yourself, you want to do it here. So I want to do just a afterburner because one MN. A 1MN afterburner, just a basic afterburner, because the micro warp drive, while it's 5 times as fast, also increases your being targeted by 5%. So, this, play one. So I think it's more for, I like it for my new exploration ship. I already had one. Duh, I'm stupid. Because it gets me from one place to another, but it doesn't help me from being hit versus, at least as far as I can tell. The afterburner speeding up makes it harder for things to hit me, hence the tracking speed. If their tracking speed is low and I'm fast, it will keep me from being hit. The second one here is, now do I want to do shields? Definitely want to do shield tanking. Do I want active shield tank? Let's check it out. I want to, how much, so I've got the CPU is there. So I've got 25.6 left for CPU and 20.0 left for power grid. Let's get back in here. Good. Ship equipment. Okay. So I'm trying to think. You can make your shields bigger, or you can make your defenses against things bigger. If I'm going up against things that do thermal damage, if I'm trying to track them down, things that I read that if things do thermal damage, then they're susceptible to thermal damage. So if I'm going after things that are susceptible to thermal damage, then I want to increase my thermal protection. So, and I'm shield tanking here, so my shield tank is not good for thermal. So I think I want to upgrade that. So ship equipment, and then shield. I got shield hardeners and resistance modules. I think hardeners are the ones that are active that take your capacitor, versus amplifiers, I think, are ones that are just constantly on at all times. So I think this is the one I want to do. It'll increase my resistance by 26%. Now that won't make that go up to 56. It will increase what I have left, I think, by 26% versus a shield hardener. Let's see here. Thermal shield hardener is a basic one. will increase it by 40, but it's active. It's constantly activation cost here. See how that's got an activation cost versus this has no active. It's just constantly running. So I'm going to go with this one first and see how the other things that I'm. Oh no, wait! I could do this and then the shield recharger. Where is it there? Shield booster. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so want to buy this first. Nope, I don't want the hardener. I want the resistance amplifier. It's cheaper too. Buy. And then I want to go with a shield booster. And just a simple one. Oh, I can't use this yet. So what skill do I need to be able to use this? And is it easy? Requirements, power grid, shield. Oh, it's only 17 minutes. Okay. So let's go on up here. Shield operation. Let's go shields. I'm sure this will be helpful. And then shield operation. Oh, I need to buy it. I'm sure it's useful. And we'll just bump this sucker up. There. Good. Actually, I'm going to dump that. And then get this sucker up and running now. Since I have these unallocated points, it'll save me 17 minutes so I can go flying. And I can check it out. Alright, then. And then, where's my drones? I need to get my drones back in there. Don't want to leave my skills not set. There we go. Okay, got that running. It's running. Okay. Good. So now I should. Yep, I can now use this. Okay. Did I buy one? Can't remember if I bought one. There's my resistance amplifier. It goes up to 41%, so that's better. And let's buy our shield amplifier. There we go. Small shield boosters online requires 25 CPM, but only 6 of the 150. Oh, I don't have enough to do it. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. There. Oh, okay. So I don't have enough CPU to use that. I think anything that I try to throw on here is going to be at least 1 CPU. Huh. So do I want to go with that? And then this? Does that work? Same thing. Okay, I'm going to go with no upgrade to this, and then maybe I'll try that out later on. I'll leave that mid slot open. Maybe I can mess around here a little bit. So that's my starter ship. Actually, before I forget, remember correctly, I want to save this as Tristan. Delete. First fit. Okay. Save. That way, if I die, I can easily pull it up, or I can take looks at it comparing it to other simulations. I'm really liking this fitting tool in here. Okay, so the thing with the booster here is This is my hit points and recharge time. Doesn't affect that. Hit points per second. Oh, I think if I simulate it. No. This gives me 26 points per 2 seconds. Okay. Alright. So I got my ship. And there's 2 storyline missions here. I need to find Federation Navy's missions. Level 1. So I'm going to start with level 1s and start working my way up. These are the agents. Level 1, level 2, level 3. So I want to find the one that's closest to me. There's one that's 2 jumps away. The thing I looked at before the game started, there are a lot of security agents for these guys, so definitely try out a bunch of stuff. Set the destination there. That's just 2 jumps away, and we'll just go do a mission, see how it works out. So we're at 31 minutes. I think I've got everything on me. The other thing too is maybe I dump the salvager and go with that. We'll see. Don't know until I start doing missions. So jump. Start to get hungry. Do I have my drones? That would make me mad. Okay, so I got drones in there. Good. I know I've been doing first-person stuff, and I want to keep doing that, but I think with doing missions where I have to blow things up, definitely need to be in third person, because the one I noticed here is this one here. It actually shows your ship and then the ranges of things that are out there. So that could be very, very helpful, especially I think with drones, knowing how far away they are from the ship, and knowing where things are. The first person aspect is more so just staying within the game itself, not using. I like the first person, so I think it's neat. It immerses me a little bit more, especially when I'm doing exploration and stuff like that. But I think it's just kind of dumb to not use third person when you're doing combat. So eliminate Serpentis ships roaming around the Stargate near the. I have a job. The only problem for me is this. I don't read these. I should consider sending Terry, but I'm afraid of pirates. So eliminate the Serpentis ships roaming the Stargate near the coordinates. A bookmark and. Okay, that seems fine. We'll see if I can do this one. This is. You know what? If it is a viable mission, where's my notepad? Utilities. Let's do a new note. Missions. Campers. Level 1. Put the level 1 at the front. Okay. Put that on the side here. And they are Serpentis. Okay. I don't know how I want to organize my notes on these missions, but I'm thinking them if you keep track of the missions, you'll know which ones are good and which ones are bad to do. So set destination. So it's only one jump away. I like the gate animation when you're in third person. It's kind of neat. I still wish it would warp you around to the front of it and then shoot you through, but still kind of cool. Okay, warp to location. Okay, so rally. Oh, these guys are on me right away. Where's my drones? Where's my drones? There it is. Launch. Show info. Show info. Okay, I can come back there. Everything that I fight, I want to do a show info on. I can put the notes, but I don't want to die. So I like the drones because they're constantly going. You don't have to jump out there right away. I'm not. Am I moving? I guess I'm moving. Okay. My guns have a range of only 2,100 meters. There we go. That was it? That was the mission? Well, that's easy. Go pick up some stuff here. Go get some stuff here. So I got a small nave thingy there. I'll just start accumulating, dropping some stuff at the station. Okay, and while I'm salvaging this stuff, I can put my notes in here. So, Corelli. Let's do Corelli. So I think it's set up with Serpentis, but there must be like a subset. I've seen that. There's like subsets of the different guys. Salvage. Okay, so got in 2 and well, I'm not even gonna bother with the number of them. Initiates. Just need to know. And what was the other one here? Crowley Spy. Okay, and their attributes. They do thermal damage and kinetic damage. Their shields are weak to kinetic and thermal. Okay. For the spy, and then same thing here. Okay. Oh wow, I was able to get some salvage there. We will go back. Any salvage I get off these guys, I can, if I get my rigs. So maybe what I want to do is look at, since I'm building rigs with the things that I find with exploration, maybe I want to look at building rigs for the ships that I'm going to fly to. That'll save me some money. Salvage this sucker. That's pretty cool. Okay. This last one. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot to bring my drones in. Those in. Jump. So some things I need to think about are, and that one was really an easy mission. I definitely have that third slot in the middle, and I just made a decent amount of money. Let's see here. So the salvager was able to get 101,000 ISK off of salvaging of stuff that can definitely be built into other things. I might even be able to triple that with selling rigs. So I don't think I want to get rid of the salvager. So maybe I look at my skills. Are there things that I can do to get more stuff on here? Is there better equipment or a better setup? Yeah, see, I just got 110,000 ISK from the salvage, but I'm only making 35 and 31,000 ISK off of the mission. Completed. Okay. So that's cool. And then my standings. My standings go up with Federation Navy. Fed Navy, Fed. Standing interactions. Corporation. Oh, those are the guys there. Federation Navy. So it did go up there. I am. It went up 0.018. I don't know if that's any good or not. So it went from a 0.80 to a 0.82 with them. So as my standings go up, if I do my sales through Dodixie through them, it'll lower my broker's fee if I'm not mistaken. So that'll work. I'm going to keep doing some missions today and have some fun with that, saving them. The one other thing I noticed was I didn't sell, this is really important, those rigs that I built 4 days ago are still up for sale. I thought they had sold, but I'm trying to sell them in sleighs at 27,000 ISK, and they have not one has sold. Whereas I put 10 up for sale at a price point of 50% higher in Dodixie, and 6 of them have sold. And I put the price at 40,000 ISK. At the time, I think the lowest priced rigs were at like 45. And 6 of them sold right away, but the rest stopped selling. It's been 2 days. So I was looking at it here and viewing the market details, and suddenly I have people who are underselling me here for them. So I was able to sell 6, but now all of these have to sell before these will sell. I could change the price, but this is what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to try this out and see how long they sit there. If they continue to sit there, I don't need that money. But so that tells me uh, there's so many different things I can build across with that marketing. I maybe can buy what other people are selling way out, focus on certain things and bring them to Dodixie to sell. Um, or I can keep a better eye on the market, or I can just sell immediately here too. So, um, so that was a big learning point there. So, okay. So I'm gonna have some more fun. I'm gonna keep notating these missions and figure out what's good, which is bad. But I have other stuff I gotta do today. Gotta go fix a sump pump or something. So, alrighty, that's it. Have fun.